really uncomfortable. So they begin climbing, except for Spock, who takes one look, says, "Fuck that noise," and runs off. We soon see them passing deck 12, then deck 13, very slow since decks are so tall after all. And then Spock arrives, descending of course, since it makes the least amount of sense. He tries to bring Kirk and McCoy up with him, but they're too heavy to descend towards Sulu and the Uglies. Well, Kirk shows what the hell he thinks of Sulu's loyalty by ordering Spock to blast full in the face with a rocket, telling them up to discover that the reason the ship is broken is probably because there are some decks that appear twice. And knowing how messed up it truly is, it could be so broken that it has warped space-time. Also, with at least 80 decks, this thing is a frickin' skyscraper in space. So they get there and send out the transmission, and someone claiming to be Starfleet Command answers. Kirk quickly explains the situation, but since there's no caller ID in space, he doesn't know that he just gave himself away to the Klingons, who can now follow them. Well, it's busy though, sitting in his gunner's seat, pretending to shoot things with little pla-pla noises. So Cyback comes in and begins the whole argument that there's nothing to fear from the Great Barrier they're heading to, despite the fact that nothing has ever returned from it.
The people of your planet once believed their world was flat. Columbus proved it was round.
First, aliens not only indicated the Earth was round in lunar eclipses, and there are times that he's actually measured the diameter of the damn thing. It was something that everybody knew. Second, Columbus discovered America. That is, letting contemporary Europe know of its existence. He never proved the world was round. That's like saying the first guy to climb Everest should be considered the first man in space. You gotta go a little bit further than that. Sorry, it's just one of those things. So I think further remarks. You know, the usual stuff people bring up every time somebody says that science says something is impossible and they don't want to buy it. But what it really comes down to is that it's all about Kirk. Cyback wants his respect.
That's a good one.
Stop, you all wound up. What's the matter? Why did you stop?
It was my way of getting you here. And if you're hunting me up anyway, I have an idea that may save us. I have one guess left, and if I guess incorrectly, you can watch and see what I have changed into. That may give you a clue.
What a good idea.
My steel brains must be damaged because I am having difficulty guessing.
Tick-tock. Don't cry.
Come on,
Oh, hey, you got me. Make sure there's directly. This is the point where the film establishes that Cybok's ability is not mind control. That was exactly what Shatner wanted, because the whole point was that he was abandoned by his crew. So there's no hand waving this point away. He starts with McCoy, who's painted the deepest of all, and I can believe it. Poor guy's been picked on this whole movie. However, the real issue is with Bones' father, who's dying, and there's nothing Bones can do but ask him for his baked beans recipe. To preserve his dignity, he pulls the plug. You know, it's a very odd script that goes literally 5 minutes between slapstick comedy of a man bumping his head and euthanasia. And to compound poor Bones' problem, his father's disease was cured 6 months later. Now, before I mention this, I want to point out this script is pretty much devoid of subtlety.
Elizabeth?
But just to prove
What's
I'm
up, babe?
fair, I'm going to credit this point.
Is everything still okay?
Around the campfire,
Is it okay if I come over in like 15 or 20?
To go pointlessly repeating it like he does.
I'll see you in a minute, babe. Love you.
Not just as a doctor,
Bye-bye.
but to have that realization that if he'd had a different outlook on life at the time, his father would have recovered. That's not Shatner's view, who said on the commentary that when it's time to pull the plug, you pull the plug. So I may be reading too much into Bones' character actions. But that understanding characters besides Kirk hasn't exactly been Shatner's strong suit in this film. Now it's Spock's turn, and we see Spock watching himself get born. In a cave while watched by a Vulcan woman, no equipment there whatsoever. That taking natural childbirth to its greatest extreme, I think. On presenting it to Spock's father, Patrick Swayze, he comments, so human. What, from a human mother? Well, don't that just beat all? Hey, look, I get this movie. What? Wait a minute. I think I got it. I got this still figured out. I went into this thinking this was supposed to be a straight-up epic about the search for God with little bits of humor in it, but I can see now I was completely mistaken. You see, Shatner has brilliantly struck back at Roddenberry's communist-like utopia of the future, what with the whole no money and all that, to come up with this satirical commentary on how the Federation would operate. Their public works projects like Nimbus 3 are mismanaged failures of the highest order. Their representatives like St. John Talbot, corrupt members of the elite, indulging in smoking illegal contraband. Their equipment is all shoddily put together. All their ships with this one are commanded by people incapable of a simple rescue mission, clearly having risen to power through adherence to party doctrine rather than ability. They lack even enough competent people to outfit a single ship. Their doctors practice euthanasia almost casually, even with members of their own families. And their socialized medicine means women give birth squatting in a cave. Couple this with the fact that 5 months after this film was released, public pressure forced the Berlin Wall open. And I think it's clear, this film's demonstration of the flaws of Marxist implementation caused the end of communism. And when you remember the great critics of Leninism and Stalinism, think 1984, think Animal Farm, think Star Trek V. Now it's Kirk's turn, but he refuses.
Never go to a doctor. You know, the pain and guilt can be taken away with a wave of a magic wand.
Exactly. Which kind of makes me wonder why you put it in the script. You know, your premise this week when the director comes out and says, sorry everyone, sorry, we know this is bullshit, just bear with us. So as Cybok leaves for the bridge, Spock refuses to go with him, which prompts McCoy to do the same. Kirk tries to stop him from going through the Great Barrier, but Cybok insists it's possible because of his vision from God.
He waits for us on the other side. You are me. Am I?
No, the voices say not to listen to people like you. So Cybok orders him to resist the planet Shakari. Many have asked me, to my annoyance, why Shakari is my symbol and avatar. The answer is that it is not. My avatar is our sun. It's used in a certain frequency range. I thought it was an incredible metaphor, something we take for granted that, through science, becomes beautiful. And that explains this, I suppose.
Bernie, what is it, the movie?
Well, when I see that, all I'm wondering is why they're planning to land on the sun. Anyway, I get the Shakari question every